So how did I buy two Lamborghinis by the age of 22? Now, I get a lot of questions and a lot of misconceptions around this kind of just thought and success and whatever it is, especially at a younger age. A lot of people will ask me, oh, did you start doing this? Or did this contribute to your success? Or what contributed to your success? Why are you different? Because a lot of people try and be successful and achieving it at a younger age. I bought my first Lamborghini at 21. I bought the second one at 22. And I've had different cars over the past also. But what makes me different? Why was I successful? Why was I able to do this compared to other people who were not? And so many times in my Instagram messages, in my YouTube comments, whatever it is, a lot of people will be, oh, do you use affirmations? Did you do this? What was the big change before you found success? A lot of people think there's something that just clicks and then you find success. It was this one thing that really helped me, when in reality, it's not that at all. It's the opposite. So a lot of people will say, oh, did you use affirmations more before you were successful and that helped? Or what key thing? And to be honest, there is no key thing. It's not, oh, I had to make this one mindset switch and then everything changed. People want to make you believe that so they can tell you something. And yes, you do need the right mindset and whatnot, but there was no one right business, one right mindset, one right thing I did. It was the sum of all my small efforts put in over a longer period of time. I started probably 3-4 years ago, and I constantly learned, I failed, and I retested, and just it was the sum of all my small efforts. Now, did I use things like the law of attraction? I get asked that a lot. Not necessarily, no. I mean, I could kind of picture it, but I wouldn't go and actively try and use kind of affirmations or the law of attraction and whatnot. And so many people think one thing just clicks and you find success. Oh, I figure out how to do this one thing different and I found success. There is no one thing. And I know I keep saying that, but there is no one thing where, oh, my mindset switched and now I know how to be successful. It's different when you find success because now you have that confidence. But a lot of what my success was okay, I was not happy. I knew I wanted to make a change. I didn't know exactly how to make that change, but I needed something that would give me purpose, give me freedom. And whether it's money, whatever it is, money, it wasn't doing it for the money. It was for what money could bring me, which is the freedom to live life on my own terms, do what I want to do, buy things I want to buy, whether it's this car, whatever it is. If it's cars, that's great. If it's not, you don't care about cars, that's great. If you want to help other people, let it be that. Whatever is driving you, usually money will help along the way. So let's say money is the factor. You want freedom in your life. So you want to make more money in order to quit your job, spend more time with your family, whatever it be. What was the first thing I did? I went and I just started researching. I didn't know where to start. No one knows where to start. You have to research in order to start. And I started as broad as you could. I started with make money online, how to make money as a teenager, ways to make money. And I came across so many little ways to make money that were maybe making $500 a month, $1,000 a month, but these weren't actual businesses. And I knew I initially got hooked in, which a lot of people do, with those because it's easy, a couple $100s a month doing these simple things. But one, you're not building any skills that'll help you in the long term. Two, it's not a real business. It's not really sustainable. It can't be made more passive and outsourced. A lot of it has to be you. And that's not the goal here. The goal is freedom, not to work for money. Now, obviously, you're going to have to put in tons of work. I'm not here to tell you, oh yeah, it was overnight. I did this one thing and then I made $10,000 a month or whatever it is, because you guys will hear that a lot. It's not that. You will probably fail multiple times. There's no one right business. But first thing I did was research. I looked up tons of different things, and that's how I came across all these different opportunities. Selling on Amazon, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, YouTube, whatever you want it to be. These all work. You can make 6 figures, 7 figures with all of these. It's just figuring out the right way to do it. Amazon stood out to me because it fits me. I'm very analytical. I like looking at the numbers. I don't like having to do guesswork and like writing copy and being creative. That's not my strong suit. So strategizing, planning was mine. And I'm like, oh, okay, Amazon can do that. Amazon is the way to do that. Now, I'm not here to pitch you, hey guys, go start Amazon, buy my course on Amazon. Do I have one? Yes, of course I do, because that is what my vehicle to success was. This video, these principles apply to whatever it is. I don't care if you never watch me again, if you don't want to start Amazon, if you want to go do sell art supplies. These principles for whatever you want to do will apply. And it can apply to school if you're going to school. So you need to do research. You need to know what is out there, what the opportunities are, what the possibilities are, and where to go, where to start. Now, you're never going to know, oh, I start here and then I do this step and this step. It's going to be overwhelming. There's 50 different places you can start. Even when you get to one idea like Amazon, you say, okay, well, how do I know what product to do? What do I do with this? What do I do with this? Where do I start? I don't know. There's too much information. What you have to do is, instead of trying to go and plan out steps 1 through 50, take step 1, do it, and start making your plan as you take the steps, because you'll be stuck waiting, not taking action if you just try and plan out all your steps ahead of time, because one, that's not possible. You don't know everything you need to know, and a lot of it you won't know until you actually start doing it. Experience is kind of the biggest thing, and that's how I've learned. I look up so much information, and I learn probably 10 times more in a third of the time by actually doing it, whether it's learning Facebook ads, or like I said, Amazon selling, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, whatever it is. I learn more doing it. So whether it requires spending money, it doesn't. There's a lot of ways to practice these and actually do them without spending money if money is an issue. So I researched, I figured out what was out there. I made a plan and took action on it quickly. Now, this doesn't mean make a no plan and just go in blind. You have to have some idea of what you want, but it's not going to be, all right, here's my detailed business plan of how I'm going to start this. Maybe list out the things you need, what you plan on doing, and the steps you plan on taking to achieve those. But that will change because one, you probably will fail some way, somehow. Two, things are going to change. You're going to learn more as you're going and actually doing it and realize, oh, crap, my first plan isn't going to work for what I want. I have to go and change this. Or you might even realize, oh, shoot, this business isn't for me. I want to do something else. I need to do something different. So you might have to change it along the way. You will have to change it. You're never going to make a full business plan and say, okay, I'm going to do it step by step and it's going to go as planned. Not a chance, never. You're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to overcome things. So after you research, after you make this plan, after you take those steps, you have to analyze and kind of, like I said, optimize it. You have to say, okay, what is working? What am I doing wrong? So let's say I'm going to use the Amazon example again. If I start selling a product, it's not selling well. I'm going to say, okay, why is this? Is it there not enough demand? Is it too competitive? Is my product listing crappy? What is it? And I'm going to look and I'm going to say, oh, okay, maybe I didn't do the product research correctly. I didn't use the correct parameters. Let me go research more what parameters I should be using. Okay, maybe this was too competitive. I need to go look at this. And it's testing and realizing what you did wrong and adjusting to that, because we know all these different things work. Amazon, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, YouTube, whatever it is, they all work. You can make tons of money with all of them. They're never too competitive. They're never, oh, this doesn't work. They all work. It's figuring out the right way. You might fail for 6 months, a year before you figure out how to make it work. But so many people stick with things for such a short period of time that they never have the opportunity to learn. It's like going and learning a sport and doing it for a year and you're not almost a pro already. So you're going to stop and go try something else to be a pro at a sport that you've never played. Well, why not build off the year, 6 months you already have? You're going to be way better than if you go start something brand new and do it for a month or two and try and be like, oh, I didn't magically be good at this, so I'm going to go switch again because this thing isn't for me. No, you didn't stick with it long enough. You didn't learn the correct skills. You didn't test it enough and try it. And that's what so many people do. They'll try things for a month or two. They fail at it. They say, this doesn't work. This isn't for me. And when they could just go use that experience, the knowledge of what doesn't work, and just the previous experience they have to go and apply that to new things or just to that market in general. So for me, I personally failed, I personally failed 3 or 4 different products for 6 months straight when selling on Amazon. And I did about 6 months of research before that. I should have taken action sooner on that, but this is my first kind of business I started. And I said in my head, okay, this is the last product I'm going to try before I switch things, because I had the same mindset, except I knew this was it for me. I knew that Amazon was possible. I knew it was something I was doing. I found slight success where I would make $1,000 a month from it, but that wasn't my goal. I wanted complete freedom. I wanted at least 6 figures a year. And after 6 months of learning, another 6 months of failing, and 4 failed products, I figured out, oh, I was doing product research a little bit incorrectly. I need to tweak this. And once I did that, the next month, boom, 12,000 profit the next month. And the month after that, 20,000, then 25. And it slowly grew like that. But if I would have quit that, I would not have had any of that success, I wouldn't be here right now. I probably wouldn't have started YouTube, because Amazon led me to do YouTube, to share the story because of what was actually possible with Amazon and just how many people I've seen have success with Amazon. And it just blows my mind. But if I did not stick with it, that last product, if I said that one product sooner, I would not be here right now. I would not be in this car. I probably wouldn't have bought a Lamborghini yet. Would I have found success later on? Probably, because I feel like I have that mindset. I'll stick with things. I'll try it. But if I did give up one product sooner, I would not be here. I would not have made $12,000 next month, and then so on. So really, the reason I found success at a younger age, and I think other people don't, is one, I did the research, I did the planning, I went and did it for 6 months straight, failing. I failed for 6 months and learned what I did wrong, adjusted, and fixed that. And most people won't go through failing for 6 months, whether it's you have an ego and you care what other people think. I had people saying, okay, you probably shouldn't keep going, or parents were like, oh, it's like selling on eBay. You can't make it like a real business. It's not a real business. It's kind of a waste of time. Finish college, do it for fun, but it's not a real thing. And then once they saw that, they're like, oh, it might not last, blah, blah, blah. When this is a real business and there's so much opportunity online and people don't realize, and especially if you fail once and someone knows, anyone knows, they're going to say, oh, yeah, I told you so. It's not that easy. You can't just make money online, when I hope you guys know that's not the truth, because there's so many different ways, so many people to do it. It's just new for so many people, especially older adults and parents. They're not used to being able to make money online. But failing for 6 months and having multiple people know you're failing and still doing something, they're going to call you stupid. They're going to call you crazy, because how can you do something and keep failing at it and have the passion to keep doing something? Because you know it's going to work eventually, and you really just have to keep going. So that's really the message of this video, is you're going to fail, and it's all just about doing it for a long period of time, strategizing, and just sticking with something. It's like I said, the practice example is sports. You're not going to go play something for a couple months and say, oh, I'm not very good at this. Well, you've never done it before. Of course you're not very good at it. You have to learn by failing. Are you going to go be good at sports by reading about it? No, you're going to have to actually do it. And the same is with entrepreneurship. Like I said, I learned 10 times more in a third of the time by actually doing it than I do reading online. Now, does it help reading online what to do and learning? Yeah, definitely. It shortcuts a ton of it. And you need to do that as you go to pick up new skills and hone in on the ones you already have. So that's the message of this video. I hope you guys can relate. If you have any feelings about this, make sure you leave them in the comments. If you're new, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.